morning, Park Layne. This is Mrs. Strader broadcasting live from Park Layne Elementary, and boy, does it feel good to be broadcasting live from Park Layne Elementary. The only thing that would make it better is if all of you were here with me. Hey, I know we can't be together yet, but we will be, hopefully, hey, at the end of the first quarter here. We still wanted to do announcements. Okay, we're going to do announcements weekly. So instead of doing them every day, because I know you guys have a lot to do with getting on and being a part of your live meets and doing all of your work, but we still want to be able to connect and talk to you and give you some important announcements and do things like celebrate birthdays, right? We always celebrate your birthdays on announcements, so we are still going to do that, hey, right here on our weekly announcements that we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to get started with some birthdays. I do want you to know, boys and girls, hey, we've got this big basket of books here. These are our birthday books, and Mrs. Ray is picking out a special book for each of you when we have your birthdays, and we're going to have them here at Park Layne when you come in to drop off your paperwork, your schoolwork that you've been doing, and pick up new work from your teachers, hey, starting on September 14th. Okay, so if we celebrate your birthday today or next week on announcements, then you'll get your birthday book when you come in to pick up your paperwork and drop paperwork off. So let's start celebrating some birthdays, okay? So first of all, happy birthday to Angelique. Angelique is now 5 years old and she's in Mrs. Allen's class. So Angelique, happy birthday. And her birthday was back on August the 1st. Let me go back and say, we celebrate all the August birthdays now, and then at the end of the year, don't worry if you're a summer birthday, we'll pick up June and July in the end of the year. But right now, we're going to go back to August 1st. So happy birthday, Angelique. How about this one? Look at that beautiful smile. Layne. Layne is now 7 years old. Layne, happy belated birthday. Her birthday was August the 2nd. She's in Mrs. Rogers' class. Right? And happy birthday to Addison. Oh, Addison, we miss you. Addison's birthday was August the 2nd. She is 7 years old. She's in Mrs. Towner's class. Happy birthday, Addison. Hey, happy belated birthday to Callie. Callie is a new kindergartner. Hey, she turned 6 years old. She's in Mrs. Howard's class. Happy birthday, Callie. Hey, and to Abigail. Abigail is in Mrs. Adkins' class. Oh, we miss you, Abigail. Hey, she turned 7 back on August the 4th. Hey, and Kyra. Hey, Kyra, look there. She is a new kindergartner, too. She's in Mrs. Howard's class. She turned 6 on August the 4th. Happy belated birthday, Kyra. How about this young man? Look at Weston. Weston is also a new kindergartner. He's in Mrs. Edmiston's class. Hey, so Weston, happy birthday to you. His birthday was August the 8th. Miss Brooklyn. Hey, Brooklyn is a 6-year-old in Mrs. Allen's class. Okay, so she just turned 6. Hey, her birthday was August the 9th. How about Layla? Layla, we know her. She was a first grader. She is a first grader. She's in Mrs. Cunningham's class. Happy belated birthday, Layla. She has her birthday back on August the 9th. Again, 7 years old. Liam, he's a new kindergartner in Mrs. Allen's class as well. Look at Liam. He turned 6 years old back on August the 9th. Happy belated birthday. Miss Adeline. Adeline McCoy is in Mrs. Spell's class. She is 6 years old. Her birthday was August the 9th. Happy belated birthday, Adeline. How about McLean? Hey, McLean is a new kindergartner. He is in Mrs. Edmiston's class. He is 6 years old now because he had his birthday on August the 13th. Happy birthday, McLean. Mr. Levi. Levi Schultz. He is in Mrs. Rogers' first grade class. Again, a kiddo that we're missing a lot. His birthday was August the 14th. Dawson Cole. He's a new kindergartner as well. He's also in Mrs. Edmiston's class. Mrs. Edmiston, you got a lot of those summer birthdays here. He turned 6 years old on August the 15th. Hey, happy belated birthday, Dawson. And how about Maria? Maria is a 6-year-old now because she had a birthday back on August 15th. She's in Miss Carmen's class. Okay, happy birthday. Savannah. Another one of our first graders. Savannah, happy birthday. We miss you. Hey, she is now 7 years old. She's in Mrs. Lawrence's class, and her birthday was the 16th of August as well. Bristol. Hey, Bristol, look at that sweet smile. Bristol is now 7 years old. Hey, Bristol's in Mrs. Spell's class. Her birthday was the 17th. Happy belated, Bristol. Miss Addison Rose. Addison Rose is now 7 years old as well. She's in Mrs. Adkins' class this year, and her birthday was the 17th. Happy belated birthday to you, Addison. Elijah. Elijah is in Miss Crowell's class. Hey, for those of you who are like, oh, I don't remember that, know that name, first graders. Miss Crowell, hey, is Miss Asper. Miss Asper got married this past summer, and her name is now Mrs. Crowell. Okay, so happy birthday to Elijah, who's in Mrs. Crowell's class. He is 6 years old. He had a birthday on the 18th of August. Happy belated birthday. All right, how about Weston here? Weston is in Mrs. Mullins' class. He's 6 years old already. His birthday was the 18th of August as well. And Sadie, hey, I'm sure miss this girl too. Sadie's in Mrs. Spell's class. She is 7 years old now because she had a birthday on the 19th. And Josiah Morgan is in Miss Howell's class. He's 7, and his birthday was the 19th also. Happy belated birthday, Josiah. And finally, we've got Gunnar. We didn't have Gunnar's picture, so his mom sent this adorable picture. Thanks, Mom, for sending this in. Hey, Gunnar is in Mrs. Massey's class, and he is 6 years old now. So happy belated birthday to him. He turned 6 on the 19th. All right, now, did half of August. Next week, we'll do the rest of the August birthdays, and we'll do the September birthday. So don't worry if I didn't get your August birthday. Hey, from the 20th on, we'll grab you. Just a reminder, boys and girls, specials is going to be different while we're doing the remote or online learning. Monday is going to be art day. So everybody in your house that's in elementary school can do art on Monday. Library on Tuesday. Today's Wednesday, so this is a music day. So jump into your Google Classroom for your music teacher, and you might have Mrs. Willardson or Mrs. Enlow, okay? Because we have 2 music teachers this year, 2 technology. We have 2 people for music and 2 people for art. That's because we're sharing the specials teachers with New Carlisle this year. Okay, so there's always been some sharing at the elementaries, hey, but we're just the building that's doing that sharing this year. So we have 2 art teachers, Miss Corbine, who the first graders already know, and Mrs. Skinner. Hey, for library, we still have Mrs. Ray, who'll be here every day. Hey, for music, we have Mrs. Enlow, like we had before, but some of you will have Mrs. Willardson for music. Hey, for PE, we still have Mrs. Cross, but some of you will have Mrs. Russell, who again is joining us from New Carlisle. And then Friday we have tech. We still have Mrs. Oakes, but one day some of you will have Mrs. Mullins. Okay, not Mrs. Mullins, the kindergarten teacher, who's Mrs. Mullen, but Mrs. Mullins with an S. Okay. All right. So we've talked about birthday. We've talked about specials. Hey, I hope you're getting on for those live meets when you can. If you can't get on live with your class, make sure you watch the recording and mark as done. Parents, so important to mark as done. Otherwise, they're counted as absent. If your child is absent, parents, please make sure you let us know. So if you can't get that live meet in, or you can't watch the recording up until Sunday night at midnight, then your child's going to have an absence. And if we don't hear from you as to why, it's going to be an unexcused absence. Okay, so just that reminder. The TEC line is still there, 937-845-4483. You can still call the absence line and say, you know, my child was sick 2 days and we're not going to be able to get all those recordings made up or whatever. And that will be a parent excused absence. If your child is sick and you have a doctor's note, again, we need that so that we can count it as an excused absence. Okay. We are going to be able to collect that paperwork your kids are working on. September 14th is the first day for that. So just mark your calendar, parents, September 14th, and then 2 weeks later, we'll do it again. It'll be a Monday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So not till the 14th for our first one. So not next week, but the following week, hey, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. When you come in, we'll have the crates either on the front sidewalk under the awning or the portico there, or we'll have them in the gym if the weather's not good. You'll just drop off paperwork and pick up things from the teachers. We're hoping that we might be able to even do some fun things with books. We'll let you know for sure next week, okay? Thank you to everyone for your hard work that you've already put in. We really appreciate that. We know this is a lot on you parents, but again, We're still here. We're the teachers. We want to help. If you're frustrated, you can't get to something, you don't know how to do something, please reach out. Boys and girls, I expect you to start being really responsible and logging in yourselves. Like your parents should not be typing in your username and password. Nope, that's you. That's your job to do that. You should be able to go to Happy Numbers or to Lexia and use your sheet if you need to and type in. Mom or dad might need to help you a little bit, but you guys can do this. We know you can. We're counting on you to be big kindergarten and first graders and be really independent with that. Okay? I know you can do it. One final thing, parents, if we have any books left from last year, or boys and girls, baggy books, library books, we still have a few of those things out. They're getting charged, parents, they're getting charged on your school, your child's fees or fine for not returning those books, and we really don't want that. We just want the books back. So if you can look around your house, and if you have library books, hey, feel free to bring them in anytime, any day we're here, but you can also bring them in and drop them off then when we do that paper pickup drop off on September the 14th. All right, thank you for joining us on this edition of the Park Lane News. Have a great day, have a great rest of your week. Remember, we all come to school to learn. First graders, you know that. Now, we're going to go ahead and do our pledges. So, hey, just like we would do at school, we think it's still a good idea to do this, and we want you to get used to doing this. So if you would, if you're watching this at home, please stand up. If you don't have your own flag, that's okay, because we have an American flag right there. Okay? So we're going to put our right hand on our heart, and we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And you'll learn that, kindergartners, okay? You will. The other pledge that we do is called the Tecumseh School Pledge. And you'll do this even when you get up to 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, they still do the Tecumseh School Pledge. Again, a pledge is a promise. So when we do the school pledge, we just kind of raise our hand like we're making a promise. And this is our school pledge. You might be able to see it here, maybe not, but hey, follow along. Today is a new day. I am the best student I can be. I do my best schoolwork. I respect others. I play fairly. I am proud of all I do and say. See you next week.